it's Grace, and I was at the gym this morning and I started to, as we do, zone out between sets. And I just was thinking about like how when we were younger, we would do all these things that were just natural to us. Like, you want to jump off the table at dinner, you want to eat all the food in the world, all the sugar in the world, you want to kiss your cousin. You're curious, okay? You're curious about life, you want to explore it. And I started to think about like how intensely and how early on we've been told no. Like all of our natural instincts, all of the things that we naturally want to do, they're pushed down and they're shunned and they're wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that we are teaching the youth to be civil and to evolve and to not kiss your family members. But it really made me realize how caged we are as humans. Because we're told, don't be embarrassing. You're talking too loud. You're being a nuisance. You're being annoying. But really, you're just like, when you're just expressing yourself, you're told that it's annoying or it's too loud or you're a girl, like, keep it down, like smile. Like we are so conditioned. It's like we are from birth put through like a strainer, and it's like all of these beautiful pieces of ourself and our self-expression and our authenticity just get completely lost because we think that it's wrong. And it had me wondering like what parts of myself that I've suppressed and let go of or am still suppressing, because I don't really think that you can ever really let go of the parts of you that are you. I think that maybe they are just suppressed, and like that can't be good for your insides. And I'm like, what parts of myself have I been suppressing like my whole entire life? Because that's who I am. I am so tired of living for other people and for walking around being like, oh, how will this person perceive me? What should I wear to this job? Because I need to look a certain way at work. Like, there was that whole thing about that girl getting fired for being like an office siren at work, and like, yeah, time and place, but like literally who gives a fuck about what you wear? Like, I don't know. It just really triggered me. It triggered me. Because what's wrong with our primal instincts? I had a big, huge moment of realization. I have been, especially when I partake in gardening, as we all do, we get the munchies. And even before I gardened like that, like I would have these back and forth battles when it came to food, whether I was restricting a lot or I was binging, even purging. Yeah, crazy. So anyways, that's been like years and years of that, but it's definitely mellowed out. It just kind of, I feel like comes back up when I smoke or whatever. And so I'm like, all right, I need to pay tribute to who I am and the things that I want. And the things that I want, of course, are my long-term goals and dreams over anything. But what I want in the moment is still important. It's still worth looking at and worth navigating. So when I be smoking at night, I'm like, okay, I went on this whole back and forth of like, okay, I should just give up smoking and quit. And I did for a little bit, and that was cool. And that really changed a lot of things, but it comes back around. It came back around for me. And if you're someone that just wants to quit, like that's cool too. But it came back around. And so I was like, okay, like we back at it. And I don't know. It's been years, 3 years specifically, of this back and forth battle with gardening and and food, really. And eventually, like last week, I was like, fuck it. Literally, fuck it. Like, if I smoke and I want to eat everything in my pantry, I'm gonna allow myself to do that because that's what I want. I felt so free when I stopped trying to control myself. When I tell you that like switched something in my brain, just accepting and allowing yourself to be and exist as you want to in every moment. Oh my God. So let me paint the picture for you before and after I had that switch of I'm going to let myself do whatever the fuck I want. So before I would smoke and then I'd be sitting in my bed like, oh my God, like I want to go eat this. I want to go eat this. Will my roommate judge me? I know I'll be judging myself. Will I feel shitty tomorrow? Will I sleep well because I'm eating right now? Like fat ass, you know, just like the negative self-talk of it all. Okay. And so that mental battle would send me into a spiral of like zombie. I would spiral, and then I would just like be a zombie and be mindless, completely mindless, unconscious, all of it. And I'd just go, you know, binge or do whatever. And then I had the switch and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm going to let myself do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to go eat everything, who cares? Who cares? I'm not in a relationship. I don't really have a lot of friends right now in my life. Which is cool because I'm getting to know myself. But I was like, literally, I don't care. I don't care who judges me. I don't care what I look like. I don't care. I just want to be free and I want to do what the fuck I want. So I made the switch mentally and I was like, all right, freedom. I'm not living for anyone else. Fuck living for other people. I'm serious. Okay. So I made the switch. And then I realized, like, I wasn't feeling like I needed to smoke every night. When I did smoke, I had such different self-control and awareness and mindfulness. When I did want a snack, I went for like carrots and hummus, and like the next night, like a yogurt bowl, which is what I had always been trying to do before. So it was so weird to see myself like have that humongous shift of something I've been struggling with for like so many years of my life. And it's wild that the thing that changed it for me was just allowing me to be myself. Because when I'm allowing myself to just exist and to do what I want, like I have my values solid. I know who I am for the most part very well. And I know at the end of the day what my goals are long term, what my dreams are. And I know what I need to do to get there. So when I was fully able to let go, it opened something in my being, flipped a switch that allowed me to make better choices. Because I'm meeting myself with love and acceptance. I'm like, girl, you're living for you. You can do whatever you want. And I want all of my long-term goals. So if I'm allowing myself to chase those long-term goals now, like I'm going to make different decisions. I don't know if that makes sense, but like for me to be trying to put up these like, you know, I'm trying to be like, it's like I made a maze for myself. It's like, no, you can't do this. You have to go in this door. And then once you're in that door, you have to turn this way. But then you have to go back a little bit. Then you have to go this way and this way. And then screw the maze. Then it's just all open. And it's like the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. And then you get to pave the path in every single moment. When you're just loving and accepting yourself and allowing yourself to do whatever the fuck you want, you have a choice in every single moment to make a great decision. But when you're coming at it from a place of like fear and lack and I'm gonna mess up and I have these problems, you're going to keep hitting walls. You're going to going through that maze, like you're going to keep hitting walls and it's not going to work. So I guess what I'm saying here is when you fully love and accept yourself, no matter what you look like, what you choose to do, what you choose to think, who you choose to surround yourself with, the thoughts that you have. I think I said that, but when you love yourself and accept yourself fully and surrender to who you are, step into who you are, the choices that you make are lined up with who you are. And who you are at your core is probably who you want to be, who you see yourself being, the best version of yourself. So who are we to put up all these mazes and be like, oh, you have to get there? No, you are you. You are the person who is the best version of yourself. So stop putting up blocks and creating mazes for yourself to get there, because you already are that person. You are the person you want to be. So love yourself right now. Let yourself do what you want right now.
Get solid in your goals and your values and, know what you need to do, but just allow yourself to be. And see if taking off that pressure, removing all of those roadblocks that you've set for yourself, see if that changes your perspective a little.
Because if you think about it, if we are setting ourselves up right here and you can only do this, but you can't do this. You can do this, but you can't do this. You can do this. You can think this. You can see this person, but not that person. You can't go there. But you can do these things. These are safe things. You're a caged animal. We think we are the humans and the dogs are the ones in the cages and the animals in the zoo are the ones in the cages. You're stuck in the cage of your brain. Yeah. Free yourself. Free yourself from your brain. See where it gets ya. Just let yourself be. Let yourself do what you want. Let yourself think what you want without judgment. Full acceptance, full love. No judgment. I think I'm chewing on sand. You hear it? And see what that does for you. I love you and I love me. I love we. Duh. All right, bye.